hearing you say that, I do see a lot of resemblances from my parents.
Cognitive behavior therapists talk about something called schemas, and these are belief systems or templates in which we look at the world. And many of these are developed early in our life as we grow up, so that we enter relationships, we have this idea of what marriage and family is supposed to be like, and what we want, what we don't want. And it sounds like in the relationship early that things went beautifully. It was a dream come true, till the bubble broke, or till both of you woke up, and then things started to change a little bit. But I think that some of that emotion and some of that belief system are affecting a little bit of what's going on here. Not all of it, but some of it. What about you? What kind of environment did you come from?
It was pretty normal.
Whatever that means. Normal is different for everybody. What was your household like?
No.
Two parents are married?
Yeah. You know, 2 parents married, younger brother.
Did your parents have a good relationship?
Yeah, it was fine.
Did you admire it?
Did I admire it? It was all right.
So when you met Karen and started to become involved with her, did you try to model that relationship with her off of what you had observed with your folks?
Well, it just always seemed really easy for my parents to get along with each other.
They just clicked, huh?
Yeah, as far as I could tell.
They balanced, they complemented each other pretty well?
I guess so.
You're not sure?
Well, they seemed to me.
No fights or arguments, nobody separated? Or...
Nothing like that. They're always, I mean, sometimes they'd get in arguments and then they seemed able to fix it.
Were there any infidelities in your parents' relationship?
Well, I wanted to say no, but after what you said to her, I'm going to say no, but I know her.
Okay. Well, certainly our goal here is not to go trudging out unsolved mysteries from the past, but as far as you're aware of, there was nothing that was blatantly observable. How did your parents' relationship affect how you perceive your relationship with your wife and marriage in general?
Well, maybe I just expected things to click and be easy in the same way. That's all I'm doing.
Automatic pilot, huh? You plug it in, it goes. Seemed like it was doing that the first 2 years, huh? Until we hit some air turbulence.
It just seemed so effortless the first 2 years. Everything really clicked without us.
If it hadn't clicked, we wouldn't have gotten married so quickly.
Right, without us putting that much in, things just really clicked.
We call that the honeymoon period, where things go well and everything's blissful, and because we're really not into the nitty-gritty yet. It takes a couple of years before you really start getting into the day-to-day thing, and then decisions are made or children are born and things start to change. And then what comes to the surface is violations of our expectations, a change in our perception of the way the relationship should go, whether our needs are fulfilled or not, and power and control in the relationship, how we express ourselves. And see, what happened, I guess, is that the point here was when expectations were violated on both parts. And you didn't handle that very well, because there was some inhibition of expression, or he expressed himself in a passive-aggressive way, one might say, by becoming involved and stepping outside of the relationship. And if you think about it, that certainly had an impact on everything, didn't it? I mean, it got you here.
If she wanted me to spend less time at work and go back to the way it was before, she should have said so.
We agreed upon it together, though. Having an affair was not part of the agreement.
Are you surprised at yourself that you did that? Is that your style?
I guess it was a bit before I met Karen.
What do you mean?
Just, I mean, Karen was I dated a bit before I met her, but, she was the first person that it had ever crossed my mind that I'd even want it to last more than a few weeks.
So in other words, you didn't have any solid relationships prior to Karen.
Not really, no.
What made you decide to make this permanent?
Because it just felt, it felt different.
Does it feel different now?
It feels horrible now.
You keep answering for him, like, it's important that he answer for himself.
Yeah, I don't see what, I mean, the reason I called you is because I want our marriage to continue, but I don't see why she'd want to keep staying married to me. She can't trust me. She'll be able to trust me 20 years from now.
Ask her. Ask her why she would want to stay with somebody like you.
All right. Why do you want to stay with someone like me? Because it's becoming a bit of a mystery.
Roger, I really, really want you to change.
But you
I'm
don't
very doubtful.
believe that I will be able to change, and even if I did, you wouldn't notice it.
True?
It took a lot of time to build up the amount of trust and respect we had for each other. Trust and respect doesn't happen overnight. But he violated it overnight.
Did he destroy it?
Yes, he destroyed it.
So, do we have much more to talk about? I mean, if you're telling me that it's completely destroyed,
The trust is destroyed. I don't think our marriage is destroyed, though.
explain that to me. If trust is such an important aspect of the relationship, as you're saying, then, and your belief is that he's violated it and I'll never be able to trust him again, then how do we go forward?
I honestly want to be able to trust him again. I do.
Do you think you can?
I'd like to.
Okay. Do you have any clue on how?
That's why we're here.
How about you? You have any ideas?